How do I communicate safely with a fearful avoidant who is constantly outsourcing responsibility for their emotions, their state of being, everything that's going on in their life? No, it's not their fault. Someone else's. How do we come up against them? Right. To maintain your boundaries, because either a anxious fearful or a dismissive fearful, they'll come at you either with control, demands, coercion, or they'll use emotional manipulation and neediness, depending on their leanings. What we have to recognize is 5 steps. If you remember these 5 steps when you're in a state, when you're having a emotive conversation with a fearful avoidant, remember, number 1, think about what you're going to say first. Take a moment. Give yourself space. You don't have to immediately launch into a response, because if you're aware of the next 4 first, you can ask yourself these questions, which is number 2, am I defending myself? A fearful avoidant will put you in a position where you have to defend yourself, where you have to second guess, am I actually being reasonable here? That's what they're trying to do, is get you to question, am I being the unreasonable one? The third one's very similar. Am I repeating an already established known fact? They'll gaslight. They'll tell you that the truth is not the truth, to the point where you feel as if you have to explain it from 1,000 ways, and you start to think, oh, maybe I haven't made myself clear. Maybe it's my communication that's the problem. Yeah, see, there you are, second guessing yourself again. Either of those two, am I repeating myself, or am I explaining an already known, established truth? Then stop. Do not say a word. Give space and silence. The next response, when they're asking you such things as to defend yourself and re-explain yourself. This is number 4. Give them some silence. The only voice they can hear is their own. And this is the most amazing tool that you can use in your armory, is silence, because they then begin to reflect on themselves in the way that they want you to. You're giving them a taste of their own medicine. You're able to then allow them a moment to second guess and fall into their anxious side and wonder if they are being reasonable, and begin to question themselves. And they will eventually, but they won't like it. So the next thing they'll do is they'll try to get you back to doing what you used to do, and that's react. So they might get out of hand a little bit and get upset at you. The next step is to walk away. That's number 5. If they don't begin to reflect on themselves, that's like a fork in the road. Am I going to acknowledge my flaw, or am I going to go back and see if I can get this person back into the old pattern? Number 5, if they take the latter, you can walk away. This is preserving your value. If you preserve your value, they have no choice but to come towards you. This is law of attraction. Don't come towards them when they're being coercive, controlling, demanding, emotionally manipulative. Give yourself that space so that when they come to you, you have the upper hand. Not so that you can lord it over them. Not so that you can win the argument, so there's a winner and a loser, but so you can feed the relationship with truth and love. If you keep in mind these 5 steps when you're dealing with a fearful avoidant, to preserve your authority within yourself, your value, your worth, and to build the relationship, you'll come out on top, whether they want to actually contribute as well or not.